It's in the best interest of all infants that they do ideally receive mother's own milk, but where that's not available, pasteurised donor human milk from a milk bank is the next best option. Whether it be medically indicated, whether it be a mother that's unable to produce her own milk for some time, then using pasteurised donor human milk really is the best start in life for all infants.
Once milk comes in the door, I have a staff member who's specifically dedicated to doing the intake process, and the intake process involves looking up the donor, finding all her exclusions. Then she'll take that, and when she's sorting through the milk, she'll sort it by month. She makes sure that all of the milk is from that specific donor. Once she's done that, we have 2-gallon zipper-top bags, and she'll write all the information that she needs for that particular donor on the bag, and then she'll fill it with milk from 1 month. We try to contain the milk to just 1 month time periods when we're packing it, just for expiration purposes, and then she places it into the freezer. We're packing it just for expiration purposes. So she'll pack it into a bag, and then we have our milk management system where she'll log it in there with all the information we need to know as far as donor and expiration date, and then she places it into the freezer. Once it's fully thawed, it has to be a liquid consistency, obviously. So we homogenize it by hand, and that's cooling. And the process is kind of difficult to explain, but basically they usually have 10 to 12 flasks, and they pour one flask into the next, and they go around a table. And they'll do that 10 times, and that's in the Humana guidelines that is the most consistent and adequate way to cool by hand, because human milk is very different than cow's milk. The proteins in human milk are so much more delicate that we have to be extremely careful to not damage them, which is why we don't use any heavy machinery in our processing. Everything is very delicate. Once proteins are broken down, they're broken down. They can't come back together. So we cool it by hand, flask to flask. From that process, then it goes straight to bottling, and we do have a machine that helps bottle the milk now, and it's fantastic. It's very fast. We can bottle accurately and quickly, which is a big change for us, and probably one of the most exciting things that we've done in the last 6 months was to get this milk filler, is what it's called. Once the bottles are full, we put caps on them, and we also have a new little device that is called a capper. And that essentially just places the cap on it and screws it on so that all of them have the same amount of torque on them. That is incredibly important to ensure a proper seal among the entire batch. So once all the caps are on, they go under the sealer, which is the conveyor belt, and that is an induction sealer. And that only heats the foil, so we're not actually creating any heat and damaging the milk. We're only heating the foil, and there's a wax on the foil seals, and that adheres to the top of the bottle. We do an extra safety check after they've been sealed to ensure that the seals adhere properly. At this point, we can still save them if they're not adhered properly. If they were to go into the pasteurizer and not be sealed, then we would lose it.
From a science point of view, who really does need to understand and know about milk banking and know about our safety and our processes and why it's so important that we get the word out and give them evidence-based information.
Her body to heal is exactly what the infant should receive. Moms want to make a difference.